Hi folks, trust you're well. I was out smoking the other day and I put on my Smokai smoke generator and the air pump didn't appear to be delivering a full amount of air, and I suspected there was something wrong with it, so I was going to check it out on the bench. It's an expensive pump. I mean, it's a battery operated pump, so it's expected to go for quite a long time. I think it's around about 50 or 60 quid. It's a while since I purchased it, but I was expecting it would last a little bit longer than it did without failing. Anyway, I thought I'd take it apart and have a look at it and see if I could fix it. Here's the video. Let me know what you think.
Right, so you can see the pump here on the bench. Now it's got two outlets, and to test these outlets to see that there's air coming out of them, I'm using a small piece of tissue paper, and you can see one's giving a lot of air and the other one nothing. Air, nothing. And this is the problem. So we're only getting half the output from this pump, so I need to turn it off, take it apart and see exactly what's causing the issue. And the body is simply held together with 4 Phillips screws, which are reasonably easy to remove.
You can see here, this creates a vibration on this rubber cup here, and that opens and closes a valve very quickly to push air through the outlet here. And that is not happening on one side. So nothing's coming out there. If I tilt that up to show you, it's coming out there, but nothing there. Okay, so we have to investigate this.
Right, so we've got to take it apart, and I'm going to try and disassemble this without doing any damage at all. I'm trying here to remove these little pumps, but I started off by taking off the rubber cup and removing that vibrating actuator, and it seemed to be in good condition. So I thought, right, let's see if we can get in there and have a look at that valve. I thought in order to do this I'd take off the other rubber cup as well. Now these pumps are very fiddly, but with a bit of wiggling they came out eventually. And out comes the offending article.
Well, this is the valve, and you can see here it's like a rubber bung, but this is sealed, and I'm just wondering whether or not this is getting gummed up. You can see that's got some gumming on it there, just over there. This is the hole that it's sticking to. So we'll give it a clean and we'll see how it works.
Right, so I'm just using some straight old alcohol here. I don't think that I'm actually going to get rid of the colouring, but that doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that no gum is there. And I'm also going to be cleaning the aperture that it was sitting over as well.
Okay, that seems to be... I can draw air through there when I suck on this, so that's working okay. Let's pop this back and see if it works. Let me try sucking through that again. Yeah, and it's giving resistance when I blow as well. Okay, slide that one back in. Let's get our tissue paper and turn it on. And you can see that one's blowing. And let's see if this one's blowing. Oh. No. Maybe both of those need cleaning then. Okay, so let's take this one out again. Maybe that foil does have to come off.
Now I'm trying to remove this foil as carefully as I can because I don't really want to break it.
Now, judging by the discoloration in there, that tells me that maybe some smoke is getting in there. Maybe it's drawing some smoke back in. I'll give this a little bit of a clean with some alcohol. Yeah, this is a rubber bung here, so let's see if we can dig that out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, seems to blow through okay. Let's get a little bit more alcohol on that. Okay, so this has got a similar arrangement here. So let me pull that little rubber bung out there. And let's get this. Yeah, you can see that that's got some discoloration on it too.
And again, I'm just using some alcohol on a cotton wool bud to get rid of that residue.
What I'll do is I'll pop it up the other way, so that side without any residue will be facing down, so with any luck it won't stick. And I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll also use a little bit of alcohol and just clean in here too, just to remove any traces. Yeah, I mean that's looking quite filthy in there now. Give that a clean and a dry. That's great.
Okay, time to reassemble this little air pump and pop it back in the machine and see if it works. Taking care to ensure that the foil goes back on nice and carefully without any breaks.
That might work. So let's pop that in. Now let's see how we get on. Just put that through. Yeah, great. Okay, our tissue, our trusty tissue. There we are, it's blowing now. That's all it was a bit bunged up. So you can see just applying that little bit of alcohol on those little silicone tabs and giving it a clean unsticks that. But if you didn't do that, you could end up throwing that away, and that would be a real shame. Right, I'm going to assemble this, get it back together, and hopefully we won't have any problems with this in future. Just in case you were wondering, it looks like a sealed unit where it gets its air from. Well, it's forced to draw its air in through here, and there's a little wadding under here which is like a cotton wool, and that's there, I guess, to just act as a filter. So there we are, that's back together again. We'll give it one final check. There we are. So they're both working now. And that's important because it will give you, when using both of these tubes, where you have this Y piece and you want to connect both of these, you can get double the output. So you can get double the output in here by connecting both up. If you do only want to use one of these and you're going for a really long burn, what you can do is disconnect one and just fold it over like this and secure that with a bulldog clip or some other device, just to prevent the air flowing back that way. And then you'll have half the amount of air going through. But that's it set up for the fullest amount of air. You also have a small amount of adjustment here, so you can reduce the amount of air coming through. You can see the LED will momentarily tell you that's 3, that's 4, that's the maximum output, all the way down to 1, and then it reverts back after a few seconds to the battery indicator. And there you go, that's it. Really, really simple bit of kit. Nice to be able to take it apart and fix it. I think a lot of people, if they had this problem on both of these little air sort of valves, they would easily think about throwing this thing away, but it is totally repairable. And it's something that I've had a couple of times with this now. This is the second time I've had to do this. So I thought it would be very useful to make a very quick video just to show people that you don't have to throw these battery ones away, you can repair them. Well, I hope you like that. It's a relatively easy fix, and it's one that you can do with just a screwdriver, a little bit of tissue paper for your checking, and a cotton wool bud and some alcohol. Very, very easy fix, but hugely frustrating if you're unable to diagnose that and sort that fault out. And it's an expensive old pump, that battery one, so I'm just glad you're able to take it apart with a screwdriver, which as you saw in the video was reasonably easy. Well, I hope you found that useful. Let us know what you think in the comments. If you've had similar problems, I'll be interested to know. Hopefully now, after having watched the video, you'll see that you can repair it yourself without too much trouble. Nice one. Take care, folks. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.